Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Lily, and I'm so happy that you are here with me today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I am recording this the day after Thanksgiving. Thank you for joining me. Today, we're going to talk about how I'm working on an altered book for my December daily. And so that is a book that I have chosen, and I kind of already started it, as you can see there, but I'm going to kind of go through it and show you what I've done. I didn't think about um, recording the beginning process, but I thought I would show you anyway. These are two books, and I'm pointing out the difference between the two types of books that are uh, and the one that is best for creating an altered book December daily. The book with the teal binding on the right is not a glued book, it's a stitched book, and I'm pointing that out because that'll make a huge difference in the altering process. If your binding is stitched, like I'm showing you here in this book, when you go to tear one out, they're all going to come loose because they're stitched and not glued, as you can see there in the center. And so, if you want to alter a book, um, I would recommend using a book that has the glued binding. And I was first inspired to create altered books by Gail Agostinelli, and she has great tutorials on how to do it. So if you haven't watched her altered book process, I highly recommend you hop on over and watch hers as well. 49 Dragonflies also um, does some altering books, and she also credits Gail. We watched the same videos, and Gail is amazing. And so, even though this is a great book and I'll use it for altering, maybe I'll just keep the cover, and of course, I will use the pages as well. But I'm not going to use it for my December daily. I'm going to use the red book, and that one I actually picked up at a Dollar Tree a couple years ago. And I've already taken out the pages, and I'm using Gail's method of tearing out the pages, which is you save one page, which will be your starting page, and then tear out a few pages that follow, and then save the next page. Anyway, you're going to sandwich pages in between to kind of eliminate all of those other pages. Did that make sense? I hope it did. But those are all the pages that I took out, and I save those for later. Uh, when I'm taking out the pages, I, as I'm tearing them out, I have two different stacks. The ones that have a lot of blank space, I have I create one stack, and then the ones with all print, I have a separate stack. And the reason is I create journaling cards with the ones that have blank space by folding them in half. And then, so I have different purposes for the book pages. So if you have the time and you want to separate the pages as you're tearing them out, see, I'm just, I just folded it in half. And some I'll actually double them up to make them more sturdy, and then just use them as journaling cards and stitch around them and embellish them for cute junk journaling cards. So that is what I do, and that's what I'm pointing out right here. And then the ones with the print, I save them for other projects. Or I'll take one and use it to double up and strengthen that other one. So just pointing that out. You can make so many wonderful things with book pages, collage, ephemera, envelopes, pockets. And if you wait until the end of the video, I'm actually going to do a little project and how I repurpose some of the pages. So stick around for that. But in the meantime, I'm going to go back in just a moment and show you the altered book again. And I did, like I said, already started it. And you can see how I've decorated some of the pages. I kind of jumped ahead. I'm going to set these aside and go back to the beginning stages of my December daily altered book. And I think it's going to look really good. I've created another, a few years ago, I created one. A few years ago, maybe 2 years ago. I'll link that video below so you can take a look at it. And I really liked using the altered book for it. But right here, you can see how I've already torn out the pages. And the tear part is sandwiched between these two pages that I've already glued together. So you can see how I'm kind of splitting them open a little so you could see that they're already glued. And what they do is they hide all of the torn, the tear marks or the torn binding that is left in between. And then I just sandwich two pages together. And this strengthens each page because these are thin book pages. And then I just only glue the outside edges and then bring the two pages together. I've used glue stick and wet glue for this, and it's just the edges, not the center, because we're just putting them together. And I didn't count the pages, but in advance. But I do have approximately 35 pages to work with, which is plenty for my December daily. And you could see there, I took out more than half of those book pages. So you could see how only a few were left. And I really want to use up my stash. So I went through some of the some of my scrapbooking papers that I have out because a lot of the stuff is still in boxes. And I pulled out a paper pad to work with. And they're beautiful colors. Oh, look, that one on the left it's not going in the same direction. I just caught that. That's okay. It doesn't look bad. And I was making double page layouts, but I'm going to change that up a little bit as we move ahead. And the papers that I'm using from this paper pad are really thin, so it makes it perfect or ideal for gluing on the book pages. It doesn't add too much bulk. So if you're going to do this, I recommend you use origami papers or thin scrapbooking papers. Look at that cute little clip I made a few years ago. I love it. I've had it in my in my desk. Like it stays on my desk all year. So I have this box that I packed when I moved and it was on my desktop items. So I never put it away. I just work with it all year long, even though it's a little snowman. So here's the paper pad that I'm working with. It doesn't have the cover on it anymore. So I don't remember what this paper pad is called. I've had it for several years. And my guess is that I purchased it at Hobby Lobby because that's where that or Michael's or Joann's. Who am I kidding? But I'm almost certain I purchased this paper pad at Hobby Lobby. But it's been years. But look at how pretty. And even though they're not themed for Christmas or December, I think they will work perfect for the December daily. I love the backgrounds. Some of them are even antiqued or vintage looking. So I think they'll add um, a perfect look to the December daily. And so I went ahead and I cut some pages in advance just for um, for video purposes so that you're not watching me tear paper for 45 minutes. I don't think this video is 45 minutes. I can't remember how long it is. And the book here, it's approximately 5 by 8.5, if you were wondering the size of book that I'm working with. And that's the same one, approximately the same size that I used a couple years ago. And some of the earlier pages that I had glued down, I didn't pre-measure, and they're really wonky. And so I actually go back and fix a couple of them because it kind of bugged me that they were kind of askew or too long and just not even. These I actually cut down just enough to fit over the script on the pages. And so you can see there that I cut them down to 4 by 7, and that was perfect because what I want is a border all along. You can see that book page border all along, and that's what I wanted. And I'm not using the same pages. Like I'm not doing a two-page layout of the same scrapbooking paper. I'm switching it up because look at that. I'm showing you right there how, see how that other one, I didn't leave a border? Yeah, it looks nice, but then I changed my mind. But that's okay. It was my starting point, and it just evolves. And I may, by the time I'm done with gluing the pages down, it may look completely different. But for now, this is what I wanted to do, kind of switch things up and add a little bit of variety to all of the pages. And I really like the way that is going to turn out. I'm using a glue stick here, and as I was using the glue stick, I didn't I didn't remember or realize that this is not permanent glue. It works great for things that I just need to hold down temporarily, but I completely forgot that it's temporary adhesive. And then I switch glues. And I think I go back and forth to two or three different types of adhesives. So I start off with the glue stick and then I move on and then I'll use the wet glue. And I think I even bring out the big boy, which is the my tape runner. What is it? The Oh my gosh, I can't remember. It has a name. AS400 or something, ATX. Anyway, I can't remember, but I bring it out in just a moment. And I haven't used that big one in a long time. Excuse me. I use it a lot for scrapbooking and for my pocket junk journaling. Project Life. Why do I always forget? For the Project Life scrapbooking. And but my supplies are getting old and I'm so worried about my tapes and things drying up. So I'm just digging in and using everything. I just need to stop myself from buying new supplies, which is so difficult. So someone please stop me. Stop me! And as much paper I have, it does not stop me from buying new paper. I just love it. So I need to go back to using the stuff that my older stash. And so right now I'm just trying to select pages that work well together. So this is the base, the foundation of my December daily. So I'm going to go through uh, the entire book and lay down my foundation pieces, which is the scrapbooking papers. And then I'll go back and decorate as I go with each day in December. But at least I've gotten that part down. Do you see how I just used the wet glue and I'm only using it on the edges? And this also prevents from any buckling just in case it decides to wrinkle or bubble. I only need it on the outside edges. I didn't do any pockets. And in Gail's tutorial, she does pockets on the top, on the side. She does really cool folding of the pages. And I've done that in the past. I also did a shabby altered junk journal. I loved that one so much. It sold in my Etsy shop over a year ago. But if you're interested in watching that one, I think it turned out beautiful. I will also share the link to that one in the description below, so you can check out my two different books, December Daily and Shabby, both inspired by Gail. There it is, ATG. It's the ATG 714. Look at that big boy, you guys. And there's a full tape runner in that dispenser. And I still have boxes and boxes of tape runner in my desk drawer. And I'm just so worried that it's going to dry out because things will dry out just like the washi tape, just like the inks. They just go bad if we don't use them. So I'm going to hurry up and use all the adhesive that I have. And that for sure, I am not buying any more of until I go through all the glue. Because I keep buying glue like I don't have any. And I keep buying scissors like I don't have any. I have so many scissors. Why? Is it just me? I know I have fabric scissors, I have pinking scissors, I have little detailers, little snippity snip scissors and big scissors. See, see how the glue is coming undone? I used the glue stick to tape those two pages or to glue the two pages together and they came apart. So I may have to go back as that comes apart with that semi-permanent glue stick I used. I'll have to go back and glue some of the pages together. So just be mindful of the adhesive that you're going to use. We want it to be permanent, not semi-permanent. So I can't wait. I want to make sure that I'm done with the beginning stages of my book before December 1st. So today is, what's today's date? Today, it's Friday, November 26th today. That's right. I said it was the day after Thanksgiving. And so I have just a couple days to get my book ready for my December daily because I'm planning on having tons of activities in December. It's already been, I mean, November was pretty busy. I had a great Thanksgiving. My second oldest hosted Thanksgiving yesterday, and she does such a great job. She's already called for hosting for next year. She loves entertaining. She did a really good job. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll share that link below. My Instagram isn't all about my craft. It's just about me. And my handle is I am Lillian Guerrero. It's who I am. And right now, I am really getting a kick out of the reels on Instagram. I'm loving that. I'm also finding it very therapeutic because I actually closed down my Instagram um, when I was after I moved out, and I just didn't want to deal with the world. And that's why there was such a big gap between videos here on my YouTube channel. I just kind of closed the door and I needed to just take time for myself. So I'm going back here really quick to show you the pages that I had previously glued down and still gluing down because that glue stick didn't work very well. But it works great for holding things temporarily, especially if I'm running them through the sewing machine, kind of just holds them together. But see how different it looks now when I switched up the pages on every page. And I didn't glue or tape down all of the pages. I'm not going to do that to you because I could have kept doing it and then just talked to you, but I will save that for later. I'm going to set it aside and I'm going to finish gluing those off camera. But what I do want to show you is how I work with some of the loose book pages that I tore out. But going back to my Instagram really, really quick, I had deleted everything I had on my Instagram and started fresh, and I'm really loving the reels. Look at the cute little pockets I made with the book pages, you guys. Look at that. And I worked with whatever I had close by. So I didn't put too much thought into these pockets. I had Christmas wrap. Look at that beautiful Christmas wrap. That the ones with that one that I'm holding, that's Christmas wrap on that background. And then the other one with the teeny tiny Christmas trees, that is scrapbooking paper. So what I do is to make these, and this is a super easy method of making book page pockets. No template and just a few cuts. I'm taking 2 pages and I'm gluing only around that edge where the print is. And I'm going to use the border as my guide. And I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a second. So just glue 2 pages together just to add more stability to the page. And then just fold it over just enough to where those 2 edges are going to overlap because you're going to need to glue those, but just on the edge. So I kind of just eyeballed it there. See how it just barely overlaps? That is how I measure, you guys, to make these pockets. And I've made these pockets in the past using packaging. Do you want to see how? And it's a more thorough and longer video focused on making pockets out of packaging. I'll link that one below as well. I need to make a list to remember everything that I'm going to be linking because I have forgotten to do that. If you have any questions, please, or if I forget something, please leave me a comment below. And I answer all of my comments as quickly as possible. So you can see how I'm going to use the border as a guide. And I'm just going to cut far enough up to where the print would start. So what is that? Maybe an inch on each side, because that is what I'm going to use to fold up to make the bottom pocket. But that extra flap on the back, I'm going to cut that one off. We don't need that one. So I'm going to go in through the slits I just cut and just cut that little portion off. We don't need it. And now I'm going to fold over that bottom piece. Oh yeah, I cut the little sides just to angle it to give it that look of a coin envelope. That is what I'm doing there. And then because I doubled up on that page, I didn't glue that down. So this is where I just add a little bit of glue for reinforcement. And now I'm going to fold over that bottom flap to create the pocket. Just fold that over, no measuring, super easy little pocket. And the top part, the open edge of the pocket, I'm leaving it rough. I think I clean it up a little bit, but I'm leaving that rough edge. But wasn't that super simple? Super easy. I do a notch and I do have a round punch that I could use, but I don't know where my punches are. So I'm using the cap to the glue stick as my guide. And if you didn't want to add a little notch, you don't have to. You could leave that rough edge there. So I'm just going to cut that out. I was talking about reels on my Instagram. If you're interested in following me on Instagram, it's just all about me. And right now it's all about my reels because I'm finding them therapeutic. But on my stories in my Instagram, I share more of my personal life, my Thanksgiving, my kids, my day-to-day activities, sometimes real estate, sometimes my craft, sometimes what I'm eating, sometimes how I'm feeling. And I love sharing inspirational quotes as well. So if you're interested, I welcome you to follow me on Instagram. I used to have an Instagram crafty page, but then I just throw everything in there. So now it's just I am Lillian because it's just me, a little bit about me. I'm taking some of the offcuts from the same paper that I used to line the pages, and I'm going to take a little bit and just layer it onto that pocket, just like I did with the little samples that I have there. And again, I'm not measuring, I'm just kind of eyeballing. I could take my time and measure and choose out more elements to add, but this is just a quick little process. And it should be quick. I want instant, I like that instant gratification or instant satisfaction. So I try to work really fast with as few supplies as possible. And I just cleaned up that edge right there. And again, did you notice how that damask, I think it's a damask print. It's not vertical, it's horizontal, but it doesn't look bad. I don't think I caught that, just like I didn't catch it in the book page. And I'm going to use some washi to decorate it. I want to say that 90% of those washi tapes have no adhesive, but I'm so happy that they're not. They didn't just kind of clump together. Because once your washi tape clumps and dries all together, it's useless. So I'm happy that I'm able to at least pull these apart and use it. I do have to go the extra step of adding adhesive, but that's okay. This one's so pretty. And I just wrap it around. I wrapped it around because I'm not sure if I'm going to use these as loose pockets, as flip outs. I don't know how I'm going to use them. So I thought I would just wrap the washi all the way around. You guys, I have a serious sticker addiction like you have no idea. So when I go into a craft store, whether it be Hobby Lobby, Joann's, Michael's, or any other shop, I go straight to the sticker aisle. I can't control myself in the sticker aisle. I can't. And that has just been me my entire life. I have been hoarding stickers since I was a little kid, and it has never ended my whole life. I have stickers that are 25, 30 years old, maybe longer. I have some stickers, you guys, that are from like 1987 and the word bubbles. Remember, you used to put the word bubbles over your picture? Yeah, I still have some of those. If I find them, I'll show you one day. But I picked up these cute stickers at Hobby Lobby. Aren't those cute? They're a little bit puffy, but I have a serious weakness for stickers. And now I'm going to embellish with some Tim Holtz Christmas phrases or Christmas stickers, and those are really cute. And then I have more label stickers. I don't know where those others, though I think maybe those are Maggie Holmes or Heidi Swap. No, I think they're Maggie Holmes. I have all the stickers from all the people from all the years. So just I want to add a little label behind the Christmas tree. And I choose that round one because it just kind of it almost mimics like a moon or a sun or a halo. And I just love the way that looks set behind the Christmas tree. And I think everything there, the washi tape, the tree, it just it looks so cute. All of those colors work nicely together. And why not? Let's just use one of the words. So here's the thing. We don't just have to use our Christmas supplies for Christmas or for our December daily or holidays. So I'm going to use a little bit of both. And I know that we can make it work. These right here are not holiday stickers, but I like what it says. And what did it say? I think I bring it in because I can't see from here, but hopefully I'll bring it in. Something about memories. What does it say? Can you see? Happy memories. I think that's what it says. So it works. So I like to go through all my stickers and then find something that will work. This one does relate to Christmas, so, and I'm just going to add that one there too. These pockets are so much fun and they are so stinking cute. They can be used as the library pockets on the inside cover of books, as a floating pocket, as a tag holder. And you know what else these could be used for? Because I'm also a card maker. That would be nice on the front of a card with a little tag in it, or even on the front of a junk journal. So look at how cute those turned out. I love those. And I believe I show you how they're going to look in the junk journal. I believe I do. So cute. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. You guys are so amazing. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And I'm so, so happy. Look at how cute that looks there. Thank you so much to everyone that is here with me, to all my new subscribers, to my longtime subscribers. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. And look at how cute. You could even use the pocket as a tuck spot. And I didn't plan the colors, but they all look so good together. See that scrapbooking paper? I'm gonna go back and fix that. That's bugging me. That is that it's uneven. You guys, thank you so much. I am so happy that you are here with me today. I wish each and every one of you a beautiful holiday season. I hope that you find happiness and peace and tranquility throughout the season. And in December, I will be doing the December daily with you. Maybe not every day, but maybe once a week. Thank you so much again from the bottom of my heart. And you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.